Three.
Welcome
Okay.
back, everyone, to Pottergone 2025, the final slash penultimate run. It's a bit of a weird one, this one, with the way how we do it, but it's the annual, the staple of Pottergone since the very beginning. Well,
Of
is,
the
but not
takeover.
quite. Yeah, it's there's a bit of a takeover going on. But first, we have the actual business end of the run to do. So we have Jamie doing WWE 2K25 with a 30-man
Yes.
Royal Rumble. Enjoy.
Yes. So, the difference for this year compared to last year is they allowed intergender matches. So you will see a bit of a mix of characters. Like, for example, Kaladi Jordan is in this Royal Rumble with Roman Reigns. But it's just the same stuff as before. 28 people in the ring have to go over. Oh, and she's immediately flexing. Oh, and here we go. Already going into a bit of RNG. So, if you think RNG in games are bad, then take a look at this game where every single move is RNG. Okay, it did already start, but I've already got a timer going anyway. In the background, so I know. But just like that, instantly over. But yes, no matter what you do, no matter what difficulty you pick, there will always be a chance, no matter within the run, that you will get reversed and it can slow you down. But hello, one and all, and hello, Rips, for joining on into this. But I will say, like, I am the Triple Crown holder of all the PS5 runs of 10, 20, and 30-man Royal Rumbles. Oh, Carl Anderson did not go into the ropes like I wanted to, but cleanly sent out. But here we go, number 6. The grips for that. Oh, Jakara Jackson starts off with a finisher, and as you can see, the reverse, and that could have ended badly if she didn't miss. But luckily, you can join in and continue on as any other person within the run, but preferably you want to stay as the same one. And yes, you'll want to acknowledge your tribal chief. Oh. I was too busy taunting then, but, you know. Oh. Oh. RNG said no, because Nikki Cross didn't want to leave. Oh, and just let her go on like that. And nicely over. But yes. Acknowledge. Unfortunately, I don't have Super Cena, else I would have used Super Cena, because he is a default 100 overall. But we're going to have to go with Roman Reigns of an overall of 97 within 2K25. Plus, I think the thing with Super Cena is that he's invisible, so it adds a little bit of, yeah, the invisibility here. You can't see him. Unfortunately, you can't add managers into this. Oh. Sometimes when you go to throw your people up, they go into the corner instead. Unfortunately, Indy Hartwell coming into this, recently released wrestler, highly unfortunate, but has been scooped up by TNA, who are currently doing a lovely deal with WWE for their talent exchange. I know, it always happens, Wrench, it always happens. Yes. I was so tempted to include Joe Henry into this, but because he's not in the actual roster, it would be an invalid run. If I was to put this in, and straight away. Okay. Number 12. So we've thrown 11 people over the top rope. Well, this will be the 11th person thrown over the top rope. But Giovanni Vinci also recently released. Yeah, unfortunately some of the... Oh, and once again, into the corner. That's not what we don't want. Okay. The triple hit. Not what you really want. But I didn't want to get thrown out myself. Although I should have done this as the Tribal Chief arena, which you can get from the showcase mode. Which you can actually face Tamina in as the very, very last match of the showcase mode. If you want to acknowledge Tamina as your Tribal Chief. But obviously, I had to acknowledge my Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, as number 1. Sometimes, if you're close enough, it acts like that they're on the ring rope, so you can just immediately throw them off and eliminate them. Yeah. Acknowledge your Tribal Chief. Oh, Dexter unfortunately has gone over a recent change to his character. He's now part of the Wyatt Six. Acknowledge. Although it is completely random of what taunt you do, so you can't always acknowledge. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Luckily, Roman hasn't taken much damage, so easy ring survival. It is actually quicker to just hit them with the three hit combo. Unfortunately, stuff like that can happen. And unfortunately didn't hit the instant recovery in time, so we do have to wait. And that is time loss, and it is actually RNG of where you actually roll to. And yes, it is because the studio is called 2K. And it's fitting because of 2K20. And that's another thing. Yes, when AI likes to sabotage you in your attempt in the ring. With stuff like this is where I would instantly reset. Ooh. That's one of the downsides to also... so there is a kind of risky element if there are multiple people in the ring. If they're hanging over the rope and you hit them like as did Kiana James there, you have a small time frame between where you eliminate them and where you get control that they can hit you over the edge and just eliminate you themselves. So you can lose a run that way. Oh. Kurt Wilson. No. No. Yeah, but unfortunately, with the length of the 30-man run, accidents like this can happen and can cause your run to be lost. Roman just looks tired. But Kit Wilson's tag team partner, Alton Prince, now coming out. Unfortunately, we don't get to see the tag team dynamic, because one of the things that they added in recent years is the ability for tag team partners to not attack each other unless they're the only two in the ring. Which should be able to be shown during the Pottergone Rumble. But here's B-Fab, recently returned as part of the Triple H era, along with like Top Dollar and someone else who was forgotten, but unfortunately Top Dollar was released because he flopped over the top rope and almost killed himself, which is highly unfortunate. Here we go, number 23. 21 people have, will be eliminated when I get to this. Oh! Yeah, now that's another downside to moves, is if you do a move in the middle of an animation, sometimes you get the wrong animation. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally dodged that one. But one of the nice mechanics that they added in to this version is the ability to nicely dodge around. Here we have Apollo Crews, one of the WWE's jobber workhorses. But yes, yes. But you can actually say that you are technically banned from diving in this run because you can't go over the top rope because you will eliminate yourself. And I believe it was Ashante the Adonis who was the other person in the tag team with Top Dollar and B-Fab. But goodbye. Just like Top Dollar. Ah, yes, here we have the owner of WCW and an instrumental person to the Monday Night Wars, and also Raw GM for a time, Eric Bischoff. But just like his company, we say bye-bye. Kira Tozawa, one of the most underappreciated wrestlers in the company. This man has done so much. Sayonara. but he's in a tag team with Otis and Maxine Dupree. Now we have the 3,757th reign of the 24/7 championship, R-Truth, who is going to be in a title match with John Cena. Oh yes, and as an extra little meme, as part of the Island Chapter 2, you can unlock the Prime Energy Bottle as a wrestler. Misconnection, but I'm sorry, you gotta go with the others. Into the trash. Goodbye. But it's funny, Prime's over there, and over here in this corner you can see the Prime bottles. Ooh, and unfortunately number 13 is Maxine Dupree. I'm sorry, Maxine. And that is done, and you must acknowledge your tribal chief. And going to WrestleMania is Roman Reigns. Acknowledge. Unfortunately, not a PB/world record because of the Valhalla thing, but we do get to move on to a little segue. If you can now set that up, Miney, while I set up the thing for you.
So that is the end of the first run, but I'm going to hand you over to Mr. Paxalinsky now to talk a little bit about a little clip we want to show you all. So Pax, if you're here, my friend.
Because I don't want to show off the arena.
I'm here.
I don't want to show off the arena
Pax.
already.
All right. I can, right?
Yeah. You send over to a transition for now while I go set up.
Yeah, actually, before we head into the transition, we prepared a little something. So it has been mentioned a few times during the event about the interview we did last year, I think, with Keegan from the Trevor Project. And we wanted to show one of the clips, or like one of the parts of the interview, which is where does the money you guys donate even go to. So yeah, while we set up for the next one, I will quickly show that clip, and then we head into a quick transition, and then we will be back with the Pottergone or Potterthon Royal Rumble. So
So yeah, the vast majority of our expenses is our paid Lifeline counselors. Those folks, they're doing the hard work, making sure we're available 24/7. But it's a pretty large team. I think we're at around 450, 475 full-time staff, and I would say 2/3 of those are crisis services. So they're either crisis counselors or supervisors, which the supervisors help support both the counselors and our volunteers. So really important, like they're the ones who, if there is an imminent risk situation, they're stepping in and helping and making sure that people are taken care of and that kind of stuff. So they're amazing. And then we have our trainers who train all of our volunteers. Those folks are also amazing, running huge training classes, but making sure that everyone feels like they have that individualized support that they need. Like amazing. So yeah, crisis services is probably about 2/3 of our staff, and so that's where a lot of funding is needed, and a lot of funding goes towards that, which is great. We're talking about challenges earlier, and I mentioned funding, and we love any type of funding at any point in time, but a lot of folks like give restricted funding, and they're like, oh, I wanted to go to this program or that program, and which is great. Like, we love your support, but donations that are like, pay the bills, like, please use this to pay the bills. Like, that's what we really need. Keep the metaphoric lights on, right? So yeah, we do love corporations who are just like, here you go. We're like, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to see like support, especially from the companies you mentioned, like the NFL or NASCAR, which is, you also said you wouldn't think that they would sponsor for those kind of projects, or just like charity in general. And also the in-house training basically for their own is just, that's something really good to hear. I'll just say it's good to hear that there's actually something going on, even if it's in the background, but there is stuff happening, and that's good to know, at least.
Yeah, for sure.